Welcome back to the deep dive. I'm stepping in for Denny Van today. She sends her best and wanted me to give a really warm welcome to all of you tuning in,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially our listeners from the Hypnosis by Design podcast. Welcome. And a big hello if you're new here.
Great to have everyone.
It's, always a good moment to remember Denny's point. Everything really is hypnosis, and it's all by design.
It really is such a powerful frame.
And today, we're doing a deep dive into something fascinating, a system that helps reveal your inherent design, your personal blueprint, basically.
For living in alignment with who you actually are.
Exactly. And we're looking ahead, specifically thinking about how to use this knowledge, your human design, to plan for real, authentic success in 2026.
Which is timely, right? Because so many businesses, they're already deep in their 2026 strategic planning now.
Right now.
So the question for you listening is, are you planning for your success for 2026, for beyond? And are you doing it in a way that actually aligns with your energy?
That's the mission for today. We want to unpack this human design system. Think of it like your personal operating manual.
Or like a GPS system, maybe.
Yeah, a GPS for navigating life, helping you uncover your purpose, find that path that feels truly fulfilling. And it's not about blind belief.
Yeah, well,
It's more like a practical experiment, something you can try out in your own life, see what feels correct for you.
a journey of self-discovery, really.
Okay, so let's really unpack this. What is human design, fundamentally?
Well, the sources we looked at call it things like a remarkable and unique body of knowledge.
Yeah, and a science of differentiation. I like that.
Me too. The core idea is that it shows each of us our completely unique design.
Yeah.
And that we each have a specific purpose to fulfill.
Like getting your own custom blueprint at birth, showing how your energy works.
Exactly. And what's really wild is how it brings together all these different threads. You've got ancient systems, astrology, the I Ching from China, the chakra system, Kabbalah.
Wow, quite a mix.
Yeah. But then it meshes them with modern science. Things like quantum mechanics, astronomy, even genetics and biochemistry.
Okay, how does that work?
Well, a key part is the neutrino. These tiny, tiny particles that are constantly flowing through us, carrying information.
Right, I've heard of those.
Human design was talking about their mass way back in 1987, and science actually confirmed it decades later. It's pretty fascinating. It creates this practical framework.
So back to that operating manual idea, it's like imagine getting a guide at birth saying, here's how you work best.
Exactly. How to make decisions that are truly right for you.
Which helps you trust yourself again, right? Instead of just listening to all the outside noise and expectations.
Precisely. It helps you know when to act, how to act, and maybe just as importantly, when not to push. When to just wait or observe.
Reconnecting with your own inner guidance.
Yes. And that leads right into this idea of living your design. It's not just reading about it.
No, it's active.
It's an experiment. You transform your life literally decision by decision by following your design.
And the sources mention something about a deconditioning phase.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. As you make decisions correctly for you, it's like your body, even down to your cells, start shedding those old habits, those pressures from society or upbringing that aren't really you.
Like peeling back layers.
Exactly. They say it's about a 7-year cycle for full cellular renewal, but honestly, every single decision aligned with your design starts that process now.
It's about becoming authentically you, first and foremost.
Yes. And from that place, your purpose just naturally starts to unfold.
Okay, so this map, this blueprint, it's called a body graph.
That's right. It's a visual chart you get. And it shows two main things, definition and openness.
Definition is the colored in parts.
Yep. That's your fixed, consistent energy. It's reliable. It's who you always are. It's where your inner authority, your decision-making power lives.
And openness is the white parts.
Right. That's where you're flexible, where you take in the world, where you learn. It's your potential for wisdom, but also where you can get conditioned if you're not aware. It's where you go to school in life.
Makes sense.
And this leads to maybe the most practical part, your strategy and authority.
This is key, right?
Absolutely fundamental, because even with all the variations in the charts, human design boils things down to just a few core types. We'll talk about 5 today, because manifesting generators really need their own specific guidance.
Okay.
Each type has a simple strategy, basically, how your energy is meant to interact with the world.
And then the authority is how you make decisions within that strategy.
Exactly. Your reliable internal compass. And here's the kicker, the thing that blows people's minds sometimes.
That's it.
Your mind. It's brilliant for learning, for analyzing, for sharing ideas, but it is never your true authority for making personal life decisions.
Wow. Okay. That's a big one.
It is your real wisdom, your decision-making power. It lives somewhere else in your design, depending on your specific chart.
All right, this is where it gets super practical for planning 2026. Let's connect this to tangible actions.
Let's do it. We're going to give tips for each of the 5 energy types to help you align your planning, your goals, your whole approach for 2026 with your specific energy.
And when we say success, we're not just talking about money or promotions, right?
No, not at all. It's deeper. It's about self-love, fulfillment, finding joy in life, and just fundamental health and well-being that comes from being authentically yourself.
Love that.
But first, a quick word on the not self. This is important context.
Okay.
When you operate against your design, usually because of that conditioning we talked about.
Yeah, the societal stuff.
Right. You experience a specific negative feeling or theme. It could be frustration, anger, bitterness, disappointment, depending on your type. That feeling is your signal that you're off track.
Like an internal warning light.
Exactly. Living your design is about recognizing that signal and course-correcting back to what feels right for you.
Yeah.
Letting go of what isn't yours.
Okay, got it. So let's start with the first type, the manifestor. They're about 8% of people.
Around that, yeah. And their strategy is simple but powerful. Inform.
Inform. Okay, what does that mean in practice?
Manifestors have this incredibly potent initiating energy. They're here to start things, to innovate, to make an impact. But that energy can feel disruptive or overwhelming to others if it comes out of nowhere.
Ah, okay.
So informing means telling the people who will be affected by your actions what you're going to do before you do it.
It's not asking permission, though.
Definitely not asking permission.
Yeah.
It's simply giving people a heads up. It reduces resistance, prevents misunderstandings, stops people from trying to control you, which manifestors hate.
And that prevents that feeling of anger they can get.
Exactly. Anger is their not self theme. So for 2026 planning, manifestors, practice informing. Consciously, even for small things, tell people your plans, your intentions.
Build that trust.
Yes. Embrace being an innovator. And also understand that sometimes people will resist. And that's okay. It's part of your journey. Often, deep down, manifestors just want peace to do their thing. Informing helps create that space.
Okay, great advice. Next up, the big group, generators. About 70%, including the manifesting generators we'll get to.
The life force.
Yeah.
The builders. Their strategy is wait to respond.
Wait to respond. That sounds passive.
It sounds passive, but it's incredibly powerful. Generators have this defined sacral center, that energy hub in the lower belly. It gives clear gut responses.
The and sounds.
Exactly. Or just a feeling of energy moving towards something, yes, or pulling away, no. Waiting means letting life bring things to you, questions, opportunities, interactions, and then checking in with that sacral response.
So you only engage with things that get that
Ideally, yes. That ensures you're using your significant energy correctly, which leads to deep satisfaction, their signature feeling. If they initiate from the mind instead of responding, they hit walls and feel frustration. They're not self-theme.
Gotcha. So for 2026, generators.
Really focus on tuning into that gut response.
Yeah.
Stop overriding it with mental shoulds. Practice waiting for things to come to you. Ask yourself, does this light me up? Does my energy respond to this? Don't initiate, respond.
And what about the emotional generators in that group, the ones with emotional authority?
Ah, yes. Crucial distinction. If your solar plexus center is defined, you have an emotional wave. You must wait through the ups and downs of that wave before making big decisions.
So no decisions in the heat of the moment, high or low.
Never. For emotional authorities, clarity comes over time. Patience is absolutely key. There's no truth in the now when you're feeling emotional about a decision. Sleep on it. Feel it out.
Okay, that makes sense. Now the manifesting generator, the hybrid.
Yes. Fascinating blend. They also have the generator strategy, wait to respond. They need that sacral first.
But then
They can move into action very quickly, like a manifestor. They're designed for efficiency. But here's the 2026 tip for MGs. Once you start, keep checking in.
course correct.
Exactly. Your sacral might say, midway through something you initially responded, to.
So,
It's okay to pivot. Don't feel you have to finish everything you start if the energy leaves.
the warrior Buddha idea you mentioned.
Yes, the Buddha part waits patiently to respond. Then the warrior part acts efficiently. But the Buddha needs to keep checking in, avoids frustration and anger.
Love it. Okay, moving on to projectors, about 21%.
Our guides, our organizers, their strategy. Wait for the invitation.
Invitation? What kind of invitation?
Primarily for the big things in life. relationships, career moves, where you live. Projectors have this unique ability to see deeply into others and systems, to guide energy efficiently.
Mm-hmm. But their wisdom isn't always recognized or wanted unless it's specifically invited.
So offering unsolicited advice is a no-go.
Generally, yes. It often leads to them feeling unseen, unappreciated, and bitter they're not self-theme, and exhausted because they don't have the same consistent energy supply as generators.
So waiting ensures their guidance lands effectively.
Exactly. It means they're recognized for their unique perspective. Their success comes from successfully guiding others who want their guidance.
So 2026 for projectors.
Cultivate patience. Become a master observer. Study others. Study systems. Wait for people to realize they need your specific insight. Focus on relationships where you feel truly seen and valued. That recognition is literally fuel for you.
And for day-to-day things, still need an invitation.
Not for everything. Follow your specific inner authority for smaller, everyday decisions. But for those big life commitments, the invitation is key.
And emotional projectors.
Same principle as emotional generators wait out the wave after receiving an invitation before committing. Sleep on it. See if the invitation feels right over time.
Good distinction. Okay, last but not least, the rare reflectors. Only 1%.
Roughly, yes. Very unique. Their strategy is to wait for the lunar cycle.
A full moon cycle, like 28 days?
About 27.3 days, yeah, for major decisions. Reflectors have no defined centers in their chart, so they take in and amplify the energy of people and places around them. They're like mirrors.
So they need time to process.
Exactly. The moon moving through the sky temporarily activates different gates in their chart, giving them a consistent cycle over the month to feel things out from different perspectives. This brings clarity.
And they should talk things over with people during this time.
Yes, but it's not about getting advice. It's about hearing themselves talk, hearing how different perspectives sound and feel as they're reflected through their open system. That's how they find clarity.
Fascinating. Their purpose.
To reflect the health of the community, to be like barometers for humanity. They can sense who's doing well, where things are heading. They signal transitions, like the goalie on the team seeing the whole field.
Challenges must be feeling quite different, maybe undefined.
Huge challenges. Feeling inconsistent, taking on too much from others, fear of having no fixed identity. Their not self is disappointment with the world, with others, with themselves.
So, 2026 tips for reflectors.
Embrace your lunar rhythm. Chart the moon. See how it affects you personally. Understand your openness is a gift of wisdom, not a flaw. Trust your ability to read the environment. And be very selective about your environment and the people you spend lots of time with.
Because they absorb so much.
Exactly. Their well-being is deeply tied to the health of those around them.
Wow. Okay, so that's a whirlwind tour of the types and their strategies for 2026. So pulling it all together.
Yeah.
What's a big takeaway?
Think of your human design chart, your body graph, not as some rigid set of rules you have to follow.
Right, not a prison.
No. It's your personal, energetic GPS system. A map you got at birth showing your unique path, your purpose, the most fulfilling way for you to navigate life.
And that final provocative thought you mentioned earlier?
Yes, your mind. Brilliant. Amazing tool for learning, analyzing, communicating. Use it for all that. But it is never your true authority for making those core personal decisions about your life direction, your success in 2026, and really every year.
It comes from truly learning to trust and follow that inner guidance system, your unique strategy and authority, letting that lead instead of letting your mind try to figure everything out and force outcomes, trusting your body's wisdom.
Trusting your design.
Exactly.
That's powerful. Well, we really hope this deep dive gave you some fantastic aha moments, maybe sparked some new ideas for how you approach things.
Yeah, hopefully some real practical insights.
If anything here resonated, if you had one of those aha moments, first, we'd love it if you'd subscribe to the deep dive wherever you get your podcasts.
Please do.
And second, leave us a comment. Let us know, what was your aha moment? How are you thinking about using your unique human design to make 2026 amazing, starting right now?
We genuinely want to hear how this lands for you.
Definitely. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.